Cut along the dotted line at the bottom of the box with a razor knife, and then remove all of the styrofoam and plastic, and then take the unit off of the cardboard box and make sure that the unit is on a flat surface before beginning assembly. In this first step, we're going to install the incline rail assembly. You can do that by installing the incline rail assembly into the U-channel bracket on the main frame. You'll want to secure that with 6 bolts and the associated hardware as follows. From the sides, install 2 hex head bolts with 2 flat washers and 2 nylon nuts. And from the top, install 4 hex head bolts, 4 split washers, and 4 flat washers, and 4 star washers, and tighten all of these with the wrenches that are provided. You will also want to connect the 3-wire harness to the female receiver cable coming from the incline rail assembly, and then connect the 3-pin position sensor connector to the female receiver coming from the incline rail assembly. Mate red, white, and black wires together. After tightening the bolts, we'll need to move on to the console mast. What we will need to do is to put the console mast cover up the console mast and make sure it's in the right orientation. Then take a twist tie that is on the bottom of the console mast and connect it to the computer cable. Then pull the computer cable up the console mast, pulling slightly on the computer cable at the top while the mast is being installed. This will make sure that the cable doesn't get pinched and shorted during the console mast assembly. Then we'll need to secure the console mast. We'll do that by putting 2 short hex head bolts and 2 curved washers in the front, and then 1 long hex head bolt and a split washer in the side, and then make sure that once these are all tightened down as tight as you can get them, to tighten down the pre-installed bolt as well. All these need to be as tight as you can get them. Then we'll need to connect the console to the console mast. Plug in all of the connectors into the back of the console. It's going to include the computer cable, 2 hand pulse cables, the resistance switch wire, and the incline switch wire. Then secure the console to the console mounting plate with 4 Phillips head screws using the screwdriver that is provided. To install the lower handlebar arms, we'll need to put the 2 wave washers on each side, and then we'll need to slide the left and right corresponding arms on the appropriate sides of the axle. Then use a hex head bolt and a flat washer on each side to tighten and secure these in place. Next, you'll want to untie the wire holding the sleeve spacer in place on the right end of the lower handlebar arms. Then align the hole in the right ends with the hole in the brackets of the left and right handlebar. The end of the connecting arm should be positioned inside the handlebar bracket. Secure with a hex head bolt and flat washer and nylon nut by using the wrenches provided. Up next, we'll be installing the upper handlebar arms. You'll want to connect the swing arm to the left lower arm and connect the swing arm to the right lower arm. Secure them with 6 hex head bolts and 8 flat washers, 4 curved washers, and 6 nylock nuts using the wrenches that are provided. You will also need to connect the wires on each side and then store the excess wire, including plastic connectors, back inside the console mast. Place the rubber grommets over the wire on each side and snap them into the holes of the console mast. The last part of the assembly is putting on all of the plastic parts. First, we'll start with the console covers, secure with 3 Phillips head screws and 2 sheet metal screws. Then mate the front handlebar cover and the rear handlebar cover together on the left and right arms with 4 sheet metal screws in each side using the Phillips head screwdriver. Then match up the outer connecting arm covers with the pre-installed inner connecting arm covers Install the outer covers onto the left and right connecting arms and secure each side with a Phillips head screw and 2 sheet metal screws. Make sure you position the covers with the arrows pointing up. If they are installed incorrectly, they will break. Then install the front stabilizer cover onto the front stabilizer with 2 Phillips head screws. Next, we can move on to the stabilizer covers on the middle stabilizer bar. These can be secured with 1 Phillips head screw in each side. Next, we can install the middle stabilizer tube cover with 4 Phillips head screws. Then we can install the sliding wheel covers. Each of these can be held in place with 2 Phillips head screws. Next, install the 2 incline cover brackets with the hole for mounting the plastic cover on the bent tab facing rearward, and secure them on the incline rail assembly with 4 Phillips head screws. Then install the rear incline bar cover on the rail base with 2 screws, and then the rear stabilizer cover on the rear stabilizer with 4 Phillips head screws.